in Boa Vista, one of the 7 neighborhoods that we are highlighting in Porto. This neighborhood is super diverse, so let's check it out.
What's up, expats and travelers alike? I'm Josh with Expats Everywhere.
And I'm Kalie.
And at Expats Everywhere, it's our mission to bring you guys authentic content so that you guys can know what to expect when you're moving to a new place. That's in terms of budgeting, what it's like, and how to integrate with your new community.
And right now we're going through a bit of a mini-series about the neighborhoods in Porto, where we break down things like the eateries, housing, landmarks, and more. So let's go ahead and get started on Boa Vista. Boa Vista is known to be more of the business district of Porto. Many corporate companies have their offices here, so the buzz around the area has a more business feel, but also has a good mix of residential life for a city. Parts of this neighborhood are known to be a little more posh and upscale. You'll see this in the architecture, the shops, the prices, and more.
While the daily vibe of the city is go, 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 you'll find it slows down a bit at night. There are things to do, but it's not a crazy nightlife district. A really cool place to check out both in the day and at night is Mercado Bom Sucesso, which is a permanent indoor market with a variety of different food and drink stalls. It's a classy place to hang out. The market opened in 1952, but the building has a modern design and cosmopolitan feel.
Boa Vista is a bit from the downtown area, but it's super well connected with a few metro stations and big bus terminals. The metros are Carolina Michaelis, Casa de Musica, and Francos.
One of the biggest highlights in Boa Vista is Casa de Musica, which is a beautiful contemporary concert hall in Porto that opened in 2005. It sits right along the main roundabout of Praça do Moinho de Albuquerque, which has a great green space and a majestic statue that shoots into the sky and can be seen from quite a distance. The column in the Rotunda de Boa Vista is 148 feet tall and commemorates the victory of the Portuguese and the British against the French troops that invaded Portugal during the Peninsular War from 1807 to 1814.
Here are a few other landmarks and things to do in Boa Vista. Palace of Visconde de Vilar de Allen has gardens and the House of Arts. The Botanical Gardens are a beautiful and tranquil spot, and it has the Biodiversity Gallery. We're standing in the Botanical Gardens, which is great because there's a lot of buzz going on outside, but it's so quiet and pretty just to walk around in here. This is a wonderful place to just let your kids run around and explore.
We do want to mention there is a German international school in this district, and also a Jewish synagogue. We were not able to film it as we walked by there during Shabbat. If you walk down Avenida de Boa Vista, which is Porto's longest boulevard, you'll get a bit more of the charm and history of Porto. But other than that, this district is known to be a bit more modern and contemporary, especially compared to the other districts around it. Since this boulevard is so big, you'll be able to see quite a mix of housing, from old and charming to larger villas. Some of the streets that run perpendicular to it give you a more tranquil feeling. We can't stress enough how diverse the housing options are here. You can choose to live in a traditional house, a high-rise, or landed home with a gate and a yard. So, lots of options here.
There are loads of shopping opportunities in this district, from single stores to malls. You'll find traditional shops along with big name brands. A nice mall to shop at in a contemporary building is Peninsula Boutique Center, which is close to the Rotunda. There's also a health food store called Ideal Bio, which has natural foods and items. You'll find a wide variety of places to eat and drink in Boa Vista. Here are a few we want to highlight. Here we are at the market, which has been around for a while, but it's gone through some renovations and it's actually quite a modern building. We are in Mercado Bom Sucesso, and there are a variety of places to get food, so it's great to go with friends and everyone can get their own thing. You have sushi, other fresh seafood, Mexican hamburgers, Portuguese food, cheese, trays, and much more, so it's a great place to hang out.
Valencia couldn't wait. Casa do Porto is a traditional Portuguese-style restaurant that of course offers amazing Portuguese food, but they also have Mediterranean cuisine as well. The warm atmosphere and friendly staff make this family-style restaurant a place to check out. The food is super affordable as well.
Boavista is an African and Portuguese fusion restaurant. They do an amazing job of taking typical African flavors and mixing them with Portuguese cuisine. For example, they have a francesinha that is similar to the traditional one, but with an African flavor flair. So of course I had to order it.
Are you ready for soup?
The bread, they say the bread's different. And it's just different meats, I guess, and then those are definitely different fries.
Yeah, they look like yuca.
The best part about it is the fries were yuca fries, and boy were they good. The server explained that yuca is widely used all around Africa, so they decided to use it instead of potatoes for their fries. Puerto Rico Cafeteria is a cute little corner cafe that is in more of the residential part of Boa Vista, but offers inexpensive and tasty treats. It's definitely more local, but isn't that what you want when you live in a city?
All right, so we're here at Puerto Rico, and it is a great little place to grab a snack. It's on this kind of shaded little corner, so if you're walking around the area and you want a place that's local to grab a quick snack, this is your spot.
I guess it was $6.60. Josh said $5.90, and the cake was delicious, by the way.
$4.60.
Wow. Yeah, that's good. Cheap.
Ponto Dois is a cute little cafe with coffee, other drinks, pastries, and more. While the inside atmosphere is great, you can't beat the relaxing garden outside in the back. Now this is a quick and obvious disclaimer, but Boa Vista is a really big district, so we weren't able to walk the whole district and get footage of everything, but we hope that you guys liked what you saw. Let's get into our ratings. Kaylee, how would you rate this neighborhood in terms of livability, and would you want to live there?
So we've been to this area before, but I think we've only been to certain pockets because it is so big. So initially I had it at a 3, but after we explored a bit more, I think it's totally livable and I would give it a 4. Now the only reason I wouldn't give it a 5 is because I think it's a little too far outside of the city. Now this is really diverse, and you could live in like a landed home if you wanted to, but you would really need a car there. And for me, it's not as well connected in those areas of Boa Vista to the downtown area as much as I would like, because I really like the city life. Some parts are a little closer, but I would say for me, it is a 4 out of 5. I think it's definitely livable. It's great for families. It's great if you are single or a couple. I mean, it really fits all different lifestyles and has a lot to offer because it's so big and so diverse. What do you think?
I think you stole basically everything I wanted to say. Yeah, so I think for some people it is absolutely a 5. For me personally, it's a 4 as well, because I do like that old world charm of being in Porto. I mean, that's really something that captivated us when we first visited almost 10 years ago, actually over 10 years ago. So here's what I'll say about it. You can get that kind of old world charm a bit, but it's actually in an area of Boa Vista that I wouldn't want to live. So if you get west of the Rotunda, things change a lot. Things change so much in terms of the style of housing and just the general feel in the air. To the east of the Rotunda, it's much more, I don't know, like run down in a way, like or maybe
not as charming, I guess.
Maybe underdeveloped.
It is the old feel, but maybe not as renovated and not as charming as other parts of the city that are old. The east part is moving more towards the downtown city center area. So there are other neighborhoods that have been built up a bit nicer that still have that renovated look, but the old city charm look. And that part, the east part of Boa Vista, isn't like that. But then when you go west of the Rotunda, like you're saying, it's almost like the new city. It is more modern and nicer in that aspect. So it really is a diverse district.
Yeah, you can see why more affluent people in Porto want to live in Boa Vista, especially that other side of the Rotunda as you get closer to Foz. I think it's gorgeous. If you have a car, that's going to completely change your experience. If you don't have a car or don't want to have a car, I wouldn't recommend living in this neighborhood.
Right, I agree. It's not as well connected. I think we talked about walking around some of the landed homes. I mean, they're gated homes. You can have a car. It can really be a similar lifestyle to the US if that's what you would like. You could live out there, but still have a bit more of that city feel. But if you don't want that, you could live more on the east side of the Rotunda. Again, though, it's not that part's not the best of the neighborhood, so you would want to choose, I think, a different neighborhood.
Yeah, and we did not move to Porto, Portugal to be in that kind of suburban American type of feel. So we want to be in a different neighborhood with a different flair than having that suburban feel. But if that's what you want, Boa Vista is for you. Now, since you guys clicked on this video, we know that you like to know about the neighborhoods of Porto, so we have a playlist for you guys right here. I'm gonna put it over Kalie's head, click on it right here so you can still see her face. Hope you guys enjoy. Hit the subscribe button. We'll talk to you guys later.
Bye.
Now let's get moving. Bye.